Good morning. Should be live. Hello. Am I zoomed? Okay, yeah, I'm zoomed in. How's it going, Franco? I've got a freaking mess on my hands. Just doing last minute preparations for fishing season and opening the pool season and everything season. So everything is a cluster F. Hey, Gerald. So yeah, excuse the mess, but we're gonna have to clean it up a little bit before we get started. Actually, once I clean this up, I can show you what I did. Excuse the voice, I haven't used it this morning yet. Barely talked to my wife this morning because she's gone to work. So I didn't know how my voice is going to be. Turns out, not the greatest. We could take a look at these together. That over here. But it should clear up. It is getting better. I guess that can go there. That's gonna fall and make a ruckus. GoPro strap. I went fishing twice. Had the GoPro strapped on. So, yeah, gonna make videos out of that eventually. Crimp terminals. Oh, that's a good point. I got some more of these. Hang on, let me obfuscate my address. Hopefully everyone's doing well. It's been like a month since I've been here streaming. Just get rid of all this stuff. We're gonna do a little bit of an unboxing here in a moment. Have to let the ink dry. It'll wear as I use it. Oh yeah, my voice, yeah. I'm also a little bit sleep deprived. I couldn't sleep last night, couldn't get comfortable. I have a I guess it's a condition called restless leg syndrome, RLS. And sometimes it just gets to the point where I'm not comfortable. My legs have this overwhelming desire to move. And well, that sucked. If I fall asleep before it happens, hold on, it's like crinkly plastic for a moment here. If I fall asleep before it happens, it's not too bad. I just toss and turn in my sleep, and that's kind of normal for me. But if I can't sleep early enough, I get it, and then it stops me from sleeping. So, yeah. Fuses. 60 amp fuse. It'll wear as you use it. I don't know. Oh, this is from Q-Kits. If you listen to the podcast, it's EL wire. Oh, my studio lights aren't even on. What the heck? Well, hang on a sec. I'm gonna bring down the luminosity anyways. Properties, configure video. What? Oh, okay. Brightness down a bit. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So you know RLS. So first of all, this makes a noise. Don't know if you can hear that high-pitched noise. But there we go. EL wire. It's very dim, but it does work. Okay, so fuses, I have a box for that. Oh shit, it's buried in other stuff. I did something a bit naughty. When I, how do I word this properly? When I have, picture looks good even without the lights. Okay, good. Yeah, this new camera is pretty good. All right, so when I get in my own head, I think that's the easiest way to say it, I tend to go shopping a lot. And I've been shopping for a new outboard to replace my 1969 Evinrude for a long time. I've been looking forever. My ideal was to buy a brand new one, but when my transmission blew up in my old Volvo, with it went the budget for a new outboard. So it's pretty shit because my fun is being out on the water. So it took my fun away from me. But it is what it is. I mean, it happens. It could have been worse, right? It's not food, it's not water. So it is what it is. Power connector. I don't know what this is, but whatever. So I found in Kingston, Ontario, a Honda 9.9 4-stroke. It's an old one, 97. But the pictures were vague and the price was right. So he wanted 900, which I was like, that's a bit too much. But a week later, he was down to 750. So I was like, oh yeah. 750, I can swing that. You know, I'm gonna have this motor for years and years. So, you know, amortized over a couple of years, not too bad. I have a little bit of money saved up, but it's really saved up for a car because my car is like destroying my back, but that's another question. There's no good deals on cars. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go down to Kingston. It's about 250 kilometers from here. And while I'm there, I'm gonna go to Q-Kits. Q-Kits is the small local shop down there. Electronics shop. Okay, this is not working. The Ziploc is too small. I have to put that aside and deal with it some other time. So, yeah, I made a day out of it. The wife and I we packed up our stuff, went for the day, did a day trip. And Q-Kits was phenomenal. So one of the things was that the EL wire, I should keep it all together, shouldn't I? Where did I put it? Oh, over here. Okay, so I bought EL wire. I bought these switches. Hey, JB. So I bought these guys. Oh, I didn't know they were push in, push out. But they should have a little light in them. Yeah, they have a light in them. So I bought these guys. It's really nice to be able to see the form factor. I bought this, which is a PETG filament. Look at that, transparent red. I think it's going to look pretty nice. And the pièce de résistance, which I do want to use soon and make a video about. Basically, I'll be live streaming more in the coming weeks. this guy. So I didn't realize this is a rare kit. This is discontinued. So this is a Fuzzbox effects pedal. It's got dust because it's been sitting in my workshop here. But yeah, it's got a PCB, it's got a front face, it's got the aluminum enclosure in there, brushed finish on it. It's fancy. It was expensive, but it wasn't like crazy expensive. It was 115 or something like that. So anyways, I go to the place where the guy is selling the outboard. Really nice guy. Really wish he would have taken better pictures. The outboard is in shambles. The motor, I'm looking at it and I'm feeling like, what have I done? I do a compression test. One cylinder comes back a little bit low, but the guy said it was sitting for 2 years. Indoors though. The motor part, the gasoline motor part looked in really good shape, but the whole outside was trashed. The propeller was absolutely wrecked. There was chunks missing out of the aluminum body. Like, it was not in good shape. The tiller is cracked. The part you hold and you turn is cracked. So I was like, oh, I came all this way. And so I was like, look, this thing's a wreck. It's absolutely a wreck. So I said, I don't have any doubts it'll run. It's a Honda. It's like Hondas run forever. Also, the engine portion was good. The oil in it was like crispy clear. I was like, I still want it. It'll depend on price. Oh yeah, I made one of these adapters too. Look at that bad boy. No, it's not why he didn't take. He's not that kind of guy. It's literally he's in charge of a volunteer organization. And honestly, the whole time I was there, his name was let's say his name was John. I'm just making up a name. But like literally everyone was like, John, how do I do this? John, how do I do this? So he's really, it seemed like the type of guy who's carrying a lot of weight on his shoulders for like no money. But anyways, so I said, I'd be like $300. I know you want $750. You know, I came all the way out here, but that's fine. It is what it is. I'd be like at $300. I'm sorry. And I said, if I was in your shoes, right, I would wait for someone to come with a better offer. I mean, I was being very honest with him. And then he said, okay. He said, I understand all these things. He's like, you're right. You know, you need a new propeller. That's $150. You need a new tiller. That's $150. Like, we have a very small budget here. He's like, would you do 400? And then I'm like, oh, the thing is, you can't get a non-working, like a seized Honda outboard for 400. And so as much as I wanted to use this thing at 400, if it doesn't work out, I can sell parts. I could sell the engine part for more than that. So I was like, fine, I'll do 400. I went all the way out there, so I was kind of like, you know, I was on the back foot, essentially. So I was like, fine, I bought it. So I bought it. I don't know yet if I'm regretting it. There's a couple things that are just like weighing on me right now. So one is that it didn't come with a fuel line, and the connector to connect up a fuel line is $30. And I ordered it from Amazon. because the other option was to order it from the States. AliExpress does not have this. They have fuel connectors for like Evinrude, Johnson, Yamaha, all those companies, not for Honda. So I ordered it and it's delayed now. So, you know, I have to wait, which sucks because I wanted to use my friggin' boat. It's going to be nice this week. I went to get a propeller. Here we go. Brand new in box. So it has never been used. I could have got one from AliExpress, but it wouldn't be exactly the right prop. It would be close enough. And I didn't want close enough. You know, this should be a motor I keep for years and years. Just gonna make sure my name's not on it. So I went. Genuine Honda parts at the dealership. There's your part number there. 58130 ZV4 030ZB. Care to guess how much this cost? I'll tell you, you can get a decent scope for the same price. So that was $200. Taxes in. Painting wood for a new fence. Well, that's a nice project, though. I bought fuel line. Okay, I'm gonna make my own. Fuel line. So this is 3/8 fuel line. I bought spark plugs. They're $6 a pop. You know, the proper NGK from the owner's manual. There's the part number there. DR5HS 4623. You know, it just is what it is. These things are expensive. I bought oil at the dealership. Oh my God. You need 1.1 liters. And of course, they sell them in bottles of 1 liter. All right, let's do a quick unboxing here. So I needed more of these. So I ordered a kit of these. So as you can see, this one here is missing quite a few. Because I have a pool, Johnny, if I have to redo my fence, I have to redo the whole fence around the entire property because it's no longer to code. At the moment, it's grandfathered, but if a tree falls on it, I'm replacing the whole damn thing. Somewhere around $10,000 if I have to do that. So you better believe that if a tree comes down on my fence, I am going to quickly patch it. Yeah, you do. If you have a pool, to prevent toddlers falling in, your pool has to be surrounded by a fence. It used to have to be 5 feet tall, your fence. Now it has to be 6 feet tall. So yeah, I got a whole bunch of these. This got all mixed up. I'm gonna have to sort them. But these should be copper. Let's sacrifice one for the greater good. Need a emery stick, emery board. Confirmed, it is copper underneath. I don't know if you can see that properly. There we go. There's the coppery color. Good. Whoop. See, I'll probably put this kit into this one. I will go get my I'll go get my project and show you how I've been using up all these things in a moment. We've got another unboxing. Seems we have that too. 90 centimeter. 90 centimeter is very small. That's less than 3 feet. We need double that, more than double that. Any guesses what this is? Big rectangular box. I did splurge a bit on this, but this is different. So anyways, I ended up paying $400 for the outboard. That is like a totally for me thing. This is for the channel though, so it's a bit different. I'm aware of the tax implications of buying tools. That's why I'm a little bit more comfortable buying tools for the channel. So an IWIS unit. I just needed a simple crimper to make quick crimps sometimes. And that's what we have here. Oh, it's ratcheting. Look at that. Beauty. IWIS brand. I really need to get off my butt and make a crimping video. Oh, it's got tension adjustment. Very nice. So this here looks like it's in millimeters square. It's a little not very bright. And then this is also a millimeter square. I wish they were in American wire gauge on one side. But yeah, very nice. I love IWIS stuff. So sometimes I just need to make a quick crimp. We need this. Beauty. The way the business tax works here, self-employed tax works, if you buy an asset that is supposed to last you years and years, you can only deduct a small portion every year until the useful life is done. However, tools under $500, they just all go into a big pile, and you can deduct it all in the first year. And so that's kind of what I'm limiting my spending to this year. I've got like the Voron, which is very expensive, which I'm going to be, essentially paying for a whole bunch of years. Excuse me. All right, let me go get you my project to show you why I used my crimpers and why I had crimping on the brain. I think you'll be maybe not impressed, because you're a hard group to impress, but I think you'll understand. Let me just tuck this in. Now it's a little bit of a mess, but the point is it's functional. It's functional. Keep that in mind. Oh my God, this thing's heavy. Whoa. Not as heavy as it could be, but heavy. Coming down the stairs. Oh boy. The thing weighs a ton. Maybe I'm just weak. All right. Noco, that's a company that does battery stuff. BG31. That means battery group 31. And here is, let me put my lid somewhere. Freaking out of breath. This thing's only like 20-some pounds. So this is my boat battery. So I'm going to be making a video on this at some point. But it's special because, first of all, it's lithium. So I wanted to, get the lithium in there. But also, everything goes through a current shunt. So that means that I've got the current shunt on this side. All the negatives are wound around on here. This is the smart shunt, and it is plugged into this screen. There we go. So you see a whole day of fishing. Out of 105 amp hours, I have 77 amp hours left. So this, you can cut like a hole in the top and pop this in. This is a panel mount, but I didn't want to do that just in case this isn't particularly waterproof, even though that's what it's made for. So it just sits kind of like in the side here. For the positive though, this is a lithium battery with no shut-off. So I have this 3D printed. This cover just lifts right off, and here we have fuses, 3 of them. So this is a 100 amp fuse here. So all the current has to go through this 100 amp fuse. This has a 100 amp BMS in it. Here is a, I believe this is a 60 amp fuse, and all that's holding it together is they're bolted together. And so I checked the temperature of these connections, and it wasn't a problem. So 100 amp fuse to here, and then 60 amp fuse to here, which is wired to these cables, which is wired to an Anderson plug. So this plugs into my trolling motor, also plugs into my my charger, and it also plugs into my power supplies up here on the bench. I made a lead for that. So all insulated. So this is version 1 of this. I have ordered the parts for version 2, and I'm going to be building version 2, and version 2 will be a video. Because I think it's pretty cool that for a couple of parts, like I needed this ASAP, essentially. I was heading up to my parents' cottage to open up the cottage for the year, and I was like, shit, I don't have a way to fuse this battery. So I made this up in like, I don't know, it was 20 minutes, and then plus an hour for both 3D prints. Sunk in some heat set inserts, and there we go. It's all done. And in fact, I can add to this, I can put another wire on here, put another connector where I can connect a solar panel to this and have my motor in at the same time. The other thing that's cool is I've got this auxiliary. So this is 60 amps. This I'm going to replace with a 40 amp eventually. I only need 40 amps. This is a 20 amp, and then I have auxiliary power. And so there's these wires. So there's one, and there's the other end. So this is auxiliary power for hooking up my fish finder, or my nav lights, or plugging in a USB charger to charge up my phone, or to charge up my GoPro. So essentially, I wish the battery was smaller. You can get smaller batteries, they're very expensive. But yeah, I want to make a video on this power system, probably end up putting it on my SCCon Dairy channel. But what's nice is you tuck this all in, and then you put the lid on, and it's 100% splash proof. It's like, it's not waterproof, but it's splash proof. Nothing will get in there. This is all, it's built for this, it's made for this. So it's all latched together. So you take this, you throw it in the car, you throw it in the boat. But I think the other cool thing is, since I have 2 of these batteries, I'm going to make a video with a inverter, and I'm essentially going to show off this as like a power solution. So essentially I'm going to plug in another Anderson with bigger wires, come out through this. This is an access hole. Down here there's two accesses in the lid. And then this is going to be like a mobile power station. I'm going to either put the inverter on top, or the inverter is going to be in another box like this or something. So that's the goal. And on top of that, I want to use this to do solar testing out in the yard, because I have two of these batteries. I have this one and the trolling motor version that I haven't unboxed yet. So yeah, lithium batteries. The goal is to use them enough to justify. Oh, I didn't put the lid back on. Use them enough to justify, you know, the fact that they're for the channel, not for me. They're not for recreational use. They're for business use, legitimate business uses. All right, next thing. This guy, we have to get back to building the drone at some point. So these are the batteries for the drone. It is going to be hella heavy. So I really wish I went with a 10-inch frame, but it is what it is. Look at the size of these batteries. That's going to sit on top of the drone. 1800 milliamp hours, 6 cell. So this is a 24 volt pack. So that's pretty cool. I got two of these. These were not cheap. I think they were 30 bucks a pop. So there we go. That's done. I got two of them. Next thing, we can put this to the side. I also, oh yeah, for the outboard, they have a kill switch. So if you fall overboard, it shuts off the engine instead of it going around and running you over. So I have these that I 3D printed, because of course the motor didn't come with them. So this is not a big deal. I 3D printed a bunch of them. Everything is good, but that's another thing I had to do. I found these on printables. If not, I was just going to use like just design my own. Okay, I need to go to the washroom. I'm going to put this here. I'll be back, and then we can start the KiCad stuff. Be right back. I'm back. I honestly don't feel like doing, oh boy, I stunted my monitor there. I don't feel like doing, hey, how come my lights aren't on? Ugh. I don't know if I feel like doing KiCad this morning. So we can just work on videos. There we go. It's quite a bit brighter now. So there's a couple of videos I'd love to work on, but probably should focus on things that maybe I like less, but be more practical. All right, let me see what's on my to-do video list, because maybe what I'll do is I'll finish the, hold on a sec. I'll finish the F1 lights while I am listening to a podcast tonight or something. Video figuring out. This is my, oh my God. No, not gonna look at that. Nope. It's all the stuff I have to do. Okay. Nope, nope. Yeah, I should do that. The thermal cam, yeah, function gen. Oh, I think I did the function gen. I may not have. I'm not gonna. Anyways. DVA. Crimping video, yeah. Picking a scope. Ugh. Oh, I did this one. Nice. I have no idea what this is. I wrote down Bella Box encoder Orange Pi 5. And I think you guys know as much as I do what that is. Let me bring you over here. Screen. Bella Box. Oh. Oh, it's for live streaming outside. Oh, that's cool. Okay, not going to do that today, though. That's impossible. What do we do? I kind of didn't see any inspiration on any of my stuff. I kind of want to do... Oh, okay. What do we do? So the problem is I am exhausted at the moment, so I can't do a very technical video. Where did I put my Velmin kit? Okay, so at the moment I can't even figure out where I put stuff down. Is this full bright? Yeah, that's full bright. This feels I'm feeling a little more yellow than usual here, which is weird. Oh, I put the Velmin kit back there. So this here would be my ideal, but I kind of want this to be a good video, so maybe not in this shitty state. Let's look at what kits I have. Maybe I can just work on a kit. Oh, I do have this kit. This is the SMD version of the Giant 555 timer. It's a really nice kit. Put that in the maybe pile. Oh, we have the alarm clock that I'm not even close to being finished. We have a DIY multimeter kit. There was a reason why I didn't do this though. I think the parts are not marked on the silk. And so I'd have to go chase every little thing. Maybe live streaming was a mistake today. Maybe we just hang out. Oh, we've got a tube amplifier. And by tube, I mean, I believe the tubes are just there for a show. Not finding any inspiration as I watch my viewership crumble because I'm not doing anything. All right, let's see if we can play with this. I do want to get familiarized a little bit with the usage of this kit because I do want to make some tutorial videos. So that's going to be quite important. So let's see if we can make this work. This looks like a bimetal strip. Let's see. Let's see if we can just get it started. The manuals, can't lose that. This looks like accessories. There should be some wires in here somewhere. So else, how do you link these things up? Did the kit not come with wire? Can't just be these two wires. Yeah, I know it's a bell, but I feel like that's a bimetal strip that will bend and ring the bell and have it oscillate like that. I think so, at least. Oh, here's some wire. Let's see if my my workshop LEDs are bright enough. It's interesting though, how do I... Ooh, these are not very good connectors. It's okay. I'm not going to rebuild this kit. I doubt this will have enough voltage. How do I just stuff that in there? So that should be shorted now. I'm not sure if it's gonna create enough power to deform this bimetal strip. Probably not. Well, while that happens, I'll just grab a cell. Leave this out. Maybe we get some more. Positive and negative. Oh, they hook up to each other. Oh, that is cool. Let's see. I feel like this might be too much current. This is like effectively shorting the battery. Not doing anything. So do these hook up? Oh yeah, this is such a good design. It's not doing anything. Might have to make an electromagnet. Oh. Oh. Hang on, there are grooves here. This has grooves. Well, I'll be dipped. Okay, let's see. Let's see here. Okay, so if we hook this up like this, okay. Don't know what hooks up there, but that's okay. So now this will cut current. Let me zoom you in. Okay, and now we go. Hang on, how does that make sense? No, not like that. So this will be power in. Okay, and then it goes from here to here. Yeah, I got this, I got this. And then ground. I think I got this. Okay, like so. And then you hook this up to here. There we go. I had to just kickstart it a bit. Oh my god, you guys are seeing that weird. You guys are seeing that on the weird frame rate. It's not quite dinging the bell. Okay, we just need to tweak that a little bit. Nope. Well, I think this arm is not getting there. We can try loosening it. That would involve me finding a screwdriver. So the bell works. Oh, there we go. Wow, you guys are seeing that oscillate at such a weird frequency. Oh. That's interesting. Oh, this is warm. Well, that works. That's a neat concept. So yeah, it's not the, I don't think it's the bell. Oh, you can, wait, you can adjust the position of the bell. Okay, hang on. So this, I guess this, you're supposed to connect this last. So you're supposed to connect all of these. There's also a, you can put a screw in here to make sure that this doesn't come out. So yeah, I think you attach, because that spring terminal is that's like not a, it's not like a, it's just a terminal that sits there. I think the idea, hopefully I didn't melt that. Whatever, we'll figure it out. It's still, is it not working anymore? Oh, I see. No, the plunger is stuck to it. Something changed here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you adjust how far the bell is. There we go. It's ringing. Neat. Gonna have to, these connections are not great. Cheap Chinese kit. There we go. So there must be a screw in here somewhere. Oh, I see. There's a nail too. So maybe it's to prove like you just need the iron core. It's a really cool kit. There's a lot of stuff. Let's put together the motor generator. I should have parts. Well, here's the motor demo. We can just run that as is, I'm pretty sure. I like these little things. These are great demonstrators. I'll have to make sure I zoom in pretty close because it's absolutely freaking tiny. Look at it go. Wow, it's going so fast. Ooh, it's making ozone. I can smell it. That is crazy fast. I think I only need one cell. How do I undo this now? I don't think it's made for high current capable cells either. Oh, sorry to hear that, Gerald. Can confirm I have dropped 0 frames. Well, seems like one cell isn't enough. Oh, there we go. So one cell isn't enough for the starting torque. You got some cheap motors that show the inside. They stink like crazy. Yeah. It's the ozone. You know what? I bet you if we set up the ammeter, we'll be able to see the current increase as the load increases. That is one of the things I wanted to show at some point. So there's the ammeter. So we need to adjust the balancing needle. There we go. Here 0.6, so 600 milliamps max should be fine. So we're going to be looking at the numbers on the bottom there. And then black is a little bit of a misnomer for this. Oh, I'm going reverse. So I guess yeah. Get this guy on here. So it's in, this is out. Yeah, so their current is flowing. There, now that it's not stalled, current drops. Oh, you guys can't see that very well. So there's current. We're just under 200 milliamps. If I put load on the shaft, current increases. If I drop load, current decreases. This is a nice visual way to represent that. Look at that. We're at almost 0.4, almost double the current. Because it's doing more work, has to resist my finger. Also, should be able to show that if I remove the wire, we should generate electricity. Oh, no, because there's nowhere to go. So it'd be voltage, not current. I see. And you've got your North Pole, your South Pole. Probably about to tell on myself. I was going to say I wish there was a switch, but of course there is a switch. Of course there's a switch. Again, misnomer, red and black. It's not really a... All right, Franco, have a good one. I don't know how much longer I'll be. I'm pretty exhausted. My time could be better spent not messing around in my workshop. Like, could be like cleaning the house. Well, how much fun is that? Not fun. That's not the point. Somebody's got to do it. My wife's at work. Anyways, it's not her job to just clean the house either. That's how I'll know I made it in life, by the way, when I can afford to pay someone to clean my house. Get me PWMing. Hey, Adam. Perfectly usable kit. A bit more Mickey Mouse than I would want, but there's nothing stopping me from 3D printing my own parts, you know? Well, that was fun. There's going to be a lot of stuff I can do with this. I'm going to see what gives. The point is to do a whole the workshop, make some storage, and I'm having to make a brand new shed door. Yeah, I actually have to. I'm probably building a new shed at some point. You got nichrome wire in here. This is a cool kit. There's a crank handle in here. Playing a modular shed based on 2x4 foot sheets. Interesting. Wonder if we can use this to power up our little motor here. I'm probably just going to go all out and go make the maximum 10 by 10 by 10 shed. All right. Can we run the motor off a motor? Oops. This is pretty cool. 10 by 12, yeah, I can't do 10 by 12 here in Ottawa without a building permit. 10 by 10 by 10 is the biggest footprint. I mean, but honestly, 10 foot lengths of 2x4s are quite a bit more expensive than the 8 foot lengths because they're framing lumber. This thing is freaking cool. I like this kit, but probably should be doing something productive with my time instead of messing around with you guys. Although I love messing around with you guys. I think I'm going to end it here. I didn't get much sleep for those of you who missed the beginning of the stream, so that's why I'm feeling a little off today. And so, yeah, we're going to try to make a serious stream on the next one. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm going to go eat something and maybe lay down. Have a good one, guys.